What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Atlanta Braves franchise here on MLB The Show 19. As in this episode, we will be kicking off the 2019 regular season as we take on the St. Louis Cardinals here on opening day. A lot of new faces coming into this Atlanta Braves franchise, most notably Manny Machado, who signed a huge contract in the offseason, and the new ace of Atlanta will make his debut in this one as Corey Kluber takes the mound for the first time in an Atlanta uniform. As you can see from last year's rankings, the pitching was almost dead last in the National League. So adding a pitcher like Corey Kluber is really going to bolster up this pitching staff here in this quest for a playoff spot in 2019 that the Braves did not get last year, as well as the Cardinals. So both of these teams are looking to fight for a spot in the postseason as October comes around. So as you can check out the starter comparison, Kluber last year with the Cleveland Indians, that 3.8 ERA, a bit high for Kluber standards, so we hope that can go down. But you see that 2.1 walks per 9 last year. The Braves gave up the most walks out of any team in the National League last year, and from every team in the major leagues for that matter. So having a guy like him who has great control can really help this pitching staff. So there you can see that Cardinals starting lineup. Not a lot of new faces. Marcell Ozuna, Paul DeJong, and Jed Jerko are the main staples there in that lineup. Yeah, 2, 3, and 4. So you can check out Corey Kluber's stat line from last year. 32 starts, 200 innings. He is just a workhorse. He is the guy you want on your staff. He has one more year left on his contract, so he is going to try and make it this year. So Kolten Wong gets us started as he steps up for the Cardinals, and the first pitch of the season is a line drive foul into the Cardinals dugout, and 2019 has officially begun for the Atlanta Braves. So a 1-2 pitch coming to Kolten Wong. The ground ball up to first. The sliding stop by Freddie Freeman, but Kolten Wong's speed will help him here, and he gets an infield single. It's going to be ruled a base hit. Marcell Ozuna next up. He swings on the first pitch, and he hits it to center, but Ender Inciarte in perfect position to make that play there. And there's the first out recorded by Corey Kluber in an Atlanta Braves uniform. So with an 0-2 count on Paul DeJong, he rips one down to third. Machado showing off the glove, and he turns a 5-4-3 double play. Exactly why the Braves got him. Machado, a great defensive infielder, as he starts the around the horn double play, and Corey Kluber is out of the first, scoreless. So on to the Braves lineup, and it is star heavy. Acuna, Albies, Freeman, Machado, Pollock. This is a great offensive lineup with those two new acquisitions with Machado and Pollock. And on the mound for the Cardinals is Luke Weaver. Not a guy you'd really think would be an opening day starter, but had a 3.38 ERA last year in 152 innings. So he gets the start on opening day for St. Louis. And the first batter he will face is the reigning National League Rookie of the Year, Ronald Acuna. Just shy of a 2020 season last year. And in his first AB of the season, drills one into deep left center field. Ozuna going back. He looks up and gone. A flare for the dramatic for Ronald Acuna. In his first AB of his sophomore season, no slump to be seen. A solo shot for Ronald Acuna, and the Braves are off and running as he hits one out to make it 1-0. So Ozzy Albies up next, and he gets called looking for strike 3. A great fastball up and in by Luke Weaver. Albies wasn't looking for it, and there is one away. 2 down now, and here comes Manny Machado, a .320 average with 29 home runs with the LA Dodgers in 2018, and his first AB with the Atlanta Braves comes with 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the first. He is the brand new cleanup hitter for the Braves and a main staple at that third base position. Behind the count 0-1, and his first swing is a drive to left center field, but Marcell Ozuna camps under it to make the play, and nothing else doing for the Braves in the first after the Acuna home run. To the top of the second, Adams up. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss on the sinker. The first strikeout as a Brave for Corey Kluber. And there's 2 down now for Drew Robinson, the center fielder. And he just hits one in the air to left center, and Ronald Acuna is there to make the play. So 2 scoreless innings to start for Corey Kluber in his first game as an Atlanta Brave. So another new face for the Braves. A.J. Pollock, the fifth spot hitter in this Braves lineup, starting in right field. A .257 average last year with 27 home runs. And he starts his Braves career with a soft fly ball to center field and an easy play for Drew Robinson, and there's one away in the second. So Machado and Pollock each go hitless in their first AB as an Atlanta Brave. 2 outs now in the inning, where Tyler Flowers at the plate, and he sends one in the air out to right, and an easy play for Harrison Bader. At 1-2-3 second for Luke Weaver, and it stays 1-0 Braves after 2. So on to the top of the third, Yadi Molina at the plate. 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. The second strikeout for Corey Kluber, and that breaking ball of his is dirty as he gets Yadi Molina down on strikes. So up again comes Ronald Acuna in his second AB of the game. Can he come up big as he did in his first at-bat? 1-2 pitch is a soft fly ball off the end of the bat out to center. And Drew Robinson there. Makes it a 1-2-3 inning for Luke Weaver as we head to the top of the fourth. And this is where things would get interesting for Corey Kluber. A 1 pitch coming up to Colton Wong, the leadoff man, and he pulls one down the first base line and just past the glove of Freddie Freeman. He made that sliding stop in the first inning, but he let that ground ball get right under his glove and gives him a leadoff single. 3-2 pitch to Marcell Ozuna, and he lost him with ball 4. The breaking ball could hit the zone. Ozuna wouldn't bite. So now 0-2 pitch upcoming to Paul DeJong. He has some great power, but with 2 strikes, the breaking ball this time is successful. A breaking ball down and in gets DeJong on strikes, and now a double play ball can just end the inning. Jed Jerko up now after a long at-bat, a 3-2 pitch upcoming. And he goes upstairs with the slider, and he got him to chase. So Kluber with back-to-back strikeouts, and there's 2 gone for Matt Adams. He hits great against right-handed pitching. On the first pitch, a sinker is fouled off to the left. Then goes the slider down and in, makes the count, no balls and 2 strikes. But he goes right back to the slider, and Adams drills one to deep right field and gone. A 3-run bomb for Matt Adams. A line drive down the right field line, and with 2 strikes, Matt Adams connects, gives the Cardinals a 3-1 lead. So as I said earlier, with 2 strikes, that breaking ball can be deadly, but he threw one too many, as that one just caught way too much of the plate, and Matt Adams drills it down the right field line, as you can see on show track. 119 miles per hour, 29 degrees on the launch angle, and as you can see, just hooks around the pole for a 459-foot bomb. It's 3-1 St. Louis, and we're still going in the top of the fourth, where Drew Robinson pulls it, and Freeman lets one go under his glove again. The second time this inning, and the inning will continue for St. Louis. Harrison Bader now, the young right fielder, comes up with Robinson on first and 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch is lined down the right field line, a fair ball, and it'll head towards the corner. It's picked up by Pollock, and both runners advance up 2 bases, and there's runners on second and third now with 2 out for St. Louis, as Harrison Bader keeps this one going. 54 pitches now for Kluber through 3 2/3, and the 1-2 pitch to Molina fouled off to the right. Trying to get him here with 2 strikes with the breaking ball again, but Molina, staying strong, fouls it off. The 2-2 pitch will miss in on the breaking ball, and it sets the count full 3-2. Kluber now over 60 pitches, and he loses Molina with ball 4. And that loads the bases, but luckily enough for Corey Kluber, that brings up the pitcher spot in Luke Weaver, and just a shallow fly ball beyond second base. Easy play for Albies, and out of the jam is Kluber, but not before giving up 3 runs. To the bottom of the inning, where Manny Machado lines one out to third base, and he remains hitless through 2 Braves at-bats, as that was a line drive onto Jed Jerko. To the top of the 5th, Paul DeJong strikes out for the second time on a breaking ball as Kluber this time gets through an inning with no damage done. To the bottom of the 5th, A.J. Pollock, just 1 hit to the Braves' credit. Make it 2 as he gets his first hit in Atlanta. A base hit through the 5-6 hole. A base hit for A.J. Pollock, just a second of the game so far for Atlanta. Can this be their rally they need? With 2 outs, Ender Inciarte, the 8-hitter, gets walked on 4 pitches. And with Corey Kluber's struggles and a chance at a rally here, they bring in Steve Pearce to pinch hit, as he was brought over from Boston in the offseason on a 1-year contract. He makes his first Braves at-bat. Behind the count 1-2, and he lifts one in the air to right center field, and Luke Weaver gets out of the inning as Robinson charges in to make the catch, and remains 3-1 St. Louis after 5. So Corey Kluber's afternoon is done. He does get a quality start in his first Braves outing. So A.J. Minter comes out of the bullpen, 89 appearances last year, a 6.3 ERA. He is one of the lefty specialists in our bullpen. as 2 Cardinals lefties are up here in the top of the 6th, and one of them being Matt Adams doesn't get a hold of one this time as he strikes out for the 2nd time. Runner on 2nd and 2 down has Harrison Bader hits one through the right side, a base hit. Drew Robinson heads for the plate. The throw in from Pollock is not in time, and I don't think it would have been close anyways as Flower has to come up and get it. It's now 4-1 St. Louis after the RBI single, and then Yadi Molina right to first base. Freeman gloves this one this time, and he will step on the bag to end the 6th, but an extra run comes across for the Cardinals, and up comes Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 2 so far. He's made 2 errors up at first base, and he lines one into deep right center field. Back goes Bader. Can't make the catch. It's off the wall. Up to 2nd goes Freeman. Just the 3rd Braves hit of the game. It's a double for Freeman with 2 outs. And then Machado hits one high in the air to right center field. He goes 0 for 3 in his Braves debut as Harrison Bader makes the catch. It stays 4-1 St. Louis. So the Braves still to their bullpen. Arodys Vizcaíno checks in as we head to the top of the 7th. 67 appearances last year with 3.95 ERA. He was a setup man last year. He's now a 7th inning guy in 2019. And just 5 pitches gets him out of the 7th, a 1-2-3 inning as he gets Ozuna to ground out to Dansby Swanson. And it stays 4-1 St. Louis as we go to the bottom of the 7th. And it's the bearded one, John Brebbia, to come out of the bullpen for St. Louis as Luke Weaver pitches 6 great innings. As it's now time for the Cardinals to finally hit the bullpen. So to the bottom of the 7th we go. AJ Pollock leads it off, and he goes down on the strikeout. A nice slider there from John Brebbia as AJ Pollock, just one of the 3 Braves hits so far to this point, as Tyler Flowers draws a walk here against John Brebbia with 2 outs, and that's going to end his day out of the bullpen as Luke Gregerson is going to replace him. 78 appearances last year, 2 saves, a 3.5 ERA, in 69 innings. So, still with 2 outs in the inning, Ender Inciarte, the number 8 hitter, lines one back up the middle for a base hit. Just the 4th hit of the game for the Braves. But that puts the tying run at the plate with the pitcher spot due up, and it's Jose Adolis Garcia to come off the bench and to pinch hit. Count is even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. And John Brebbia with a perfect fastball gets Garcia tied up, and that ends the frame. And it stays 4-1 St. Louis. We head to the top of the 8th, and it's Darren O'Day out of the bullpen for the Braves. He was the closer last year. 33 saves in 61 appearances, a 4-0 record, a 2.6 ERA. A very productive season as he'll face Paul DeJong to lead off the inning, who's 0 for 3 to this point with 2 strikeouts. But he doesn't miss this 1-0 pitch from Darren O'Day as he lines one to center and gone as it's just over the reach of Ender Inciarte. A solo shot for Paul DeJong, and the Cardinals extend their lead to 5-1 as they now have a 4-run advantage here against this cold Braves offense. So St. Louis is now in full control. 0-2 pitch now to Jet Jerko, and this slider this time doesn't hang. It's a strikeout for Darren O'Day, and there's one away here in the 8th. 3-2 pitch to Drew Robinson, a ground ball to Ozzie Albies, and he botches it. And that will continue the inning as Drew Robinson has just been torturing this Braves pitching so far to this point. And so that continues the inning with 2 outs. And look who's up again, Harrison Bader. And he lines one down the left field line that'll head towards the corner. A fair ball for Bader as he and Robinson have just been destroying the Braves so far today. And that will continue the inning here in the top of the 8th as Bader tacks on another extra base hit. So 1-2 pitch to the next hitter, Yadi Molina. That's to the right side for a base hit. Robinson scores. Here comes Bader towards the plate, and he's going to score. And the Cardinals tack on 3 extra runs in the 8th and lead it 7-1. And that'll be all for Darren O'Day as Adam Seinber, who was a part of the Corey Kluber trade, 109 2/3 innings last year, was an absolute workhorse. A 2.05 ERA with 93 strikeouts and 63 appearances. Has that submarine awkward delivery as like O'Day does, but it seems as Seinberg could be more effective out of the bullpen as he gets the pinch hitter Dexter Fowler to strike out. And that ends things in the 8th. So on to the bottom of the frame where Jordan Hicks, the flame-throwing right-hander, 117 strikeouts in 101 innings last year, and 8-0 record with a 3.2 ERA for the rookie as he looks to add on to his resume. So Ronald Acuna leads off the bottom of the 8th as he smacks one to deep left center field. This one back and off the top of the wall. Ronald Acuna has his 2nd extra base hit of the game and this one's going to be good for 3. A triple for Ronald Acuna. Starts things out for the Braves in the 8th, giving them some life. So with 2 batters later, Freddie Freeman at the plate. 1-0 pitch from Hicks is a fastball right down the pipe, and Freddie Freeman drills one out for a 2-run shot. As all the Braves runs so far in this one have come via the home run, as Freddie Freeman connects on a 2-run shot to deep right, and it's now 7-3 St. Louis. As Acuna and Freeman have each gone deep so far in this one, and Freeman makes it now a 4-run ball game. So with 2 down, AJ Pollock ahead in the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, gets a slider from Hicks down in the zone, but it's a sharp ground ball to Paul DeJong, and that ends the bottom of the 8th. So the Cardinals tack on 3 more in the top of the 9th. It's a 2-2 count to the pinch hitter Johan Camargo, and a soft fly ball out to left field, and an easy play for Marcell Ozuna caps off what is an opening day manslaughter for the St. Louis Cardinals. A 10-3 win on the road in Atlanta, as Manny Machado goes hitless in his Braves debut. He made some solid defensive plays, as AJ Pollock did get a base hit in his Braves debut, but Corey Kluber just going 5 innings, and that 3-run home run to Matt Adams was the key to this Cardinals victory. That's what got them going. And nonetheless, the Cardinals offense also got to that bullpen in the 8th and 9th innings, scoring 6 runs against them. So that'll be it for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you are new. And that'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.